And at 11 o'clock on WJBF Live Viper 6 radar, the earlier very heavy rain across Columbia, Edgefield, and northern Richmond County has somewhat diminished. Now just some light showers continue to fall there. Good evening. You're watching WJBF News Channel 6, where you always get your most accurate forecast first. Heading outdoors bright and early tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. You'll notice partly cloudy skies. It'll be dry and temps at 68 degrees.
Now at 11, taking concerns to Congress in Columbia County, things got a little heated. We'll tell you what the controversy was all about as WJBF News Channel 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park in high definition, the station you count on. This is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good Saturday evening to you. I'm Ashley Bridges in for Jillian Benfield. Thanks for joining us. Congressman John Barrow held a little Congress of his own for citizens of Columbia County today, and there were several controversial issues that made things get a little heated. Tyrone McCoy is back in the studio now with our big story at 11. Tyrone?
Actually, dozens of residents brought their issues to the table, telling personal accounts about what they say are negligent lawmakers. The issues range from veteran affairs to treatment of the disabled, each person hoping for some kind of resolution.
In your 8 years, you may have tried to solve those problems, but they aren't solved.
The tension was thick inside the Grovetown Senior Center as Congressman John Barrow heard the pleas of Columbia County residents like Sherry Nuttall.
I wanted to just see if the congressman could help me or give me some ideas of what I can do to help my son.
Nuttall, a single mother of 3, had to quit her job to take care of her disabled son, Nathan. She says Nathan has a rare form of autism and cannot control his temper.
He and I both went to the emergency room, and DFACS has custody, Columbia County DFACS. And as I understand, they're having a hard time placing him.
A 2010 settlement between the state of Georgia and the U.S. Department of Justice banned treatment in state hospitals for patients with developmental disabilities like Nathan's, making Nuttall's opportunity to speak with the congressman imperative.
Really think he genuinely wants to help all the people in Georgia.
And Congressman Barrow says the concerns of residents like Nuttall won't just fall on deaf ears.
One member of Congress cares about their concerns, and that's because I put the interests of the district that I represent ahead of any party or any elected leadership, no matter which office they're in or what side of the aisle they're on.
Now, Congressman Barrow took the names of each complainant with the promise that he'd look into those complaints. He also made stops in Lawrence and Emmanuel counties today. In the studio, I'm Tyrone McCoy, WJBF News Channel 6. Back to you, Ashley.
The Edgefield County Sheriff's Office needs your help identifying a man who stole more than $10,000 worth of dangerous goods. They say the man shown in this photo took a handgun, 4 rifles, 4 bows, and jewelry from a home on Virgil Wall Road. The number for the Sheriff's Office is listed on your screen, or you can go to their website and you can remain anonymous. Law enforcement across the country is getting ready for a big drunk driving crackdown. Operation Zero Tolerance started Friday and will run through July 7th. The nationwide movement aims to cut the number of drunk drivers on the roads over holiday weekends, and now what you can expect to see are increased sobriety checkpoints and more deputies and troopers on roads across the country. 3 more suspects are behind bars and charged with the murder of 23-year-old Kenneth Quarterman Jr. Police say 9 people are in custody so far from the attack last weekend, but they're still rounding up more. Deputies are looking for Octavius Hickson and Delonte Tarver. The name of the 12th suspect has not yet been released. They say Quarterman Jr. and another man were shot early Sunday morning outside Club Apollo in Louisville. Officers say the shooting is gang-related. A 20-year-old is dead tonight after authorities say he drowned in McCormick County this morning. The coroner says Joaquus Adams of Simpsonville drowned around 8:30 at the Clarksville training site. His body was recovered just before 11 a.m. Authorities say he was attending a family celebration at the lake. John Lynn joins us now for a quick look at our forecast.
You know, Ashley, we had some very heavy rain, especially over downtown here at Television Park, Wrightsboro Road, Evans, Grovetown, right now on the Viper. That very heavy rain that was sparking and producing anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain an hour, which just all started at around 9 o'clock. Thankfully, this has really started to rain itself out now. Just a few light to moderate showers. As we zoom in, picking up some light rain right now around Evans, Grovetown, Deering, some more moderate showers just to the east of Thompson. As we zoom in and take a look at the radar estimates, That's pretty much it. The light green to the light blues indicating from a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain per hour. So the good news, this storm has rained itself out or will continue to do so over the next few hours or so. Forecast throughout the day tomorrow by 8 a.m. 70 degrees as we head towards noon, temps at around 81. Then by 4, scattered showers in 87 and 84 degrees by 7 with a few more showers. Some changes on the way for the work week. We'll have your 6-day forecast up in just a bit. Ashley?
Thanks, John. The United States Supreme Court could decide on the outcome of 2 same-sex marriage cases before the current term ends at the end of the coming week. This has sparked debates around the country, including here at home in the CSRA. Hundreds of people lined the streets and took part in the Augusta Pride Festival today. Now, that festival's seen huge growth since it started, and some say that growth is just one sign of how Georgia is ready for change. Change that is still underway with those Supreme Court decisions on tap. Courtney Elledge explains.
Colorful banners cover Broad Street. Families hug as they watch the Gay Pride Parade in downtown Augusta. Some say this is a change from the major controversy created when the festival started 4 years ago. But with grassroots efforts from city leaders, there is now more acceptance.
Changing. Yes, the mayor was a little bit apprehensive, but you can understand that. He has to represent the community as a whole. Once he sees and once he saw that this was an event that was a positive event, something that was good for the Augusta community, he got behind it, and we appreciate and love his support.
Prideful citizens say they are marching for change. Section 3 of the Defense Marriage Act is scheduled to be brought up in the Supreme Court on Monday, placing a deeper meaning behind the march.
Depending upon what the Supreme Court says, we know it's going to have a huge impact on our work here in Georgia. While unfortunately I don't know that we'll all have marriage equality at the end of this next week, I think it gives us a unique opportunity to really educate the public.
Bringing the community together, educating others, and sharing their story is why hundreds of people spend their Saturday parading for a cause. This year, many feel Augusta's Gay Pride Festival has more support, organization, and love than before.
I think events like Augusta Pride show how much change there is even in the South and how accepting and welcoming people are. We just need our laws to catch up with the atmosphere and the attitudes of mainstream Georgians.
The festival lasts 2 days, but Augusta Gay Pride leaders say they have spirit 365 days a year.
And speaking of spirit 365 days a year, preparation for next year's event has already started. So if you'd like more info on that, you can visit WJBF.com. It's a super Saturday for volunteers who came together this morning to make life better for the families of sick children. Nearly 1,000 Wells Fargo volunteers across the Peach State helped Georgia families for the 3rd Super Saturday, including right here in Augusta, where Habitat for Humanity was on hand to install new sliding doors on a South Augusta home.
One of our biggest priorities in housing is just helping the communities, helping people in need, and really seeing the smiles on their faces when we're able to come together and do something as wonderful as this.
The owners of the new home were also presented with a $15,000 check from the bank. An air show in Ohio turned deadly. Coming up in our Look Across America, we'll take you to Dayton to hear witness accounts of what they say happened. Plus, a new pretrial ruling today in the George Zimmerman case could have a big impact on the trial that starts Monday. We'll take a look at the developments in just a bit.
And if you're headed to the lake tomorrow, grab the umbrella. We could see a few scattered showers and a few thunder showers. Air temperature tomorrow at 84. Water temperature very nice at 79. Lake level tomorrow at 330.4. 6-day forecast up next.